Corto cliente preferencia. Recuse me. Da 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 da. Construction Scrutiny Capitol Hill. This is all Televis exclusive. Today is January the 15th, 2017. CD credit card Maya. CDMAYOR credit card X3.26 will be going home X3 dot. Yeah, we're going home. Today's show is provided support by the following supporters: Verizon Wireless, and soon an iPhone 7 for as low as $10 a month. From Verizon Shop, support My Verizon. Free 2-day shipping, in-store pickup, or best price guaranteed. Only on Verizon Very Wireless. Cuatro cliente preferencia AT&T. Switch and get an LG V20 for a great price when you have DirecTV. Free shipping and returns and more at AT&T. Very Wireless. Cuatro cliente preferencia T-Mobile. T-Mobile One now with taxes and fees included, starting with your February charges. What the fee? Only on T-Mobile Unlimited All-In. Cuatro cliente preferencia Sprint. Get $800 in Visa prepaid cards when you switch 4 lines to Sprint and pick unlimited data, talk, and text. Requires new line on unlimited freedom. Only from Sprint, MerriweatherA.Law. Cuatro cliente preferencia Heather Howards. Today we honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King by putting even more good into the world. Join us in giving back to the communities across all 50 states throughout 2007. Volunteer in your community. Today we honor his legacy and Heather Howards. Get a $10 Get a $10 Heather Howards gift card on orders $50 or more. Use code EGIFT10. Race together, absolutely. With honoring his legacy today. Yeah, in the leg, Heather Howards. Merrick BLB Fargo, the makers of the Certain, Kozar, and the 700 Club. Yeah, Fox, Jesus Fox, Jesus Republican. And by Driscoll's, we sell fresh strawberries and other berries. Made here in California, only from Driscoll's. It's wet. Yeah, vacuum it up, shop vac, wet vac. Absolutely right. Our video's in progress. All Televis exclusive. Recuse me. Scratney. Whoa. Recuse. Good morning. Audio experience. I love a song. We wind them. We wind them. We wind them. We wind them. It's early.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good morning. This is All Televis.
TGIF for one last time.
Audio experience. I love a song.
Let me do one quick announcement before we get to your questions.
RTO.
Today, the White House is hosting a transition exercise with current and prospective cabinet members, agency heads, and senior White House officials. The exercise provides an opportunity to familiarize members identified by the president to fill senior administration positions on the authorities, policies, and coordination structures that this administration has used to respond to major domestic
Lucas Fox, Jesus,
members, agency heads,
700 Pinnacle Club. Good Lord.
Experiences and lessons
Fox,
from
Jesus.
responses that they have led as they discuss a number of response scenarios
Good
together.
Lord.
This
Hallelujah.
exercise, which we announced back in November, advances the president's goal of conducting the most professional, seamless transition possible. We'll be in a position to provide some additional details at the conclusion of the meeting. You'll recall that an exercise like this was
held in
early 2009.
Software in process.
It was hosted by
recuse me, please.
From the Bush administration. They invited their counterparts from the Obama administration at the time.
Good morning, Barack.
And, this is the next step in the process of ensuring
tomorrow we can resume
effective transition to the incoming administration. So with that, Darlene.
Thank you, SNL.
Start with questions.
Thank you. Is this an all-day sort of exercise?
It's not an all-day exercise. I know it's a multi-hour exercise.
We'll resume on Martin Luther King's observance tomorrow.
And I anticipate that it will
Martin Luther King, Monday, January 16th.
significant
We
portion
may
of
resume
everyone's afternoon.
your conversations with
Is there any more detail you can provide on exactly what they're doing, how they're
Barry
breaking
Terry.
up into little groups and
Yeah,
doing
Barry Terry.
exercises or reviewing policies and all the things that you mentioned? Or
The way that it's been described
Who's
to me
Barry
is this
Terry?
is,
You got
primarily
it.
a large group exercise, and will be an opportunity to discuss
John Paul,
a variety of different
the second
scenarios. Some related
invoice.
to domestic emergency
John Paul, the
response,
second invoice.
response
Yeah, barbecue.
to a natural disaster or a significant weather event, for
Good
example.
Lord, Barry
It
Terry.
also will uncover. It also will include
Is that how?
some
That's
foreign
how they
policy and
found
national
him.
security exercises
Barry
as well.
Terry.
And it will include both a review
Good Lord.
responses that this administration
Sacrifices.
has done to specific
Yeah,
incidents,
sacrifices.
as well as exercises
As
to
well
talk
as.
through
Absolutely, makes sense.
the options that are available
We are live from the Marriott.
in the context of
JW Wall Street Journal. Yeah, we're live from the Marriott.
We'll give you
Pick
some
up your
additional
phone.
information
Pick up
about,
your
the
phone. Pick
participants
up your
in the meeting,
phone.
once the meeting is concluded.
Everyone, it's okay.
will the president sign the waiver
McCarthy
to
Gibson is
Congress
not
to allow
here.
Mattis to
He's not here, you guys.
I think we've indicated in the
We're at the
in the past
Marriott.
that's not something that
No,
the
put
president
that away. Close it.
would prevent from
He's
passing.
not. Just
So
close it.
yes, I think you can anticipate that if you did make it to the president's desk, as you would say.
We know you're drunk, but he's not.
Aisha.
Thanks. I want to follow up on the actions on Cuba.
Good morning, everybody.
yesterday.
McCarthy Gibson's over.
I want to be clear.
Put that away.
That can be
Tuck it in your pocket, please.
This administration, realizing it was the ending of a policy, but is this something that could easily
We're live from the Marriott.
come in and decide they want to put that policy back?
Hey Siri, give us the events at the Staples Center today.
Policy change was
Staples
codified in an
Center
executive
event.
agreement between the U.S. government
Google.
and the government in Cuba. As
Tonight at the Staples Center,
incoming administration's
LA Lakers versus Detroit
nominees
Pistons.
have noted, there's a tradition
6:30
of
p.m.
subsequent presidents
Good Lord, what else is going on today?
the executive agreements that were put in place
That's
by the
all,
previous
Mr. Merriweather.
unless, of course, a specific
Today's show's
decision
brought to you
is made
by
in policy.
MerriweatherA.Law, the only way. Advancing
So,
us.
obviously, President-elect Trump will assume the awesome
Events tomorrow at
responsibilities
Staples.
of
LA
American
Kings
presidency
versus
on January
Tampa Bay
21
Lightning.
today.
1 p.m.
And he'll be able to exercise
Event
all
at
the
Staples Center.
executive
LA
authority that
Clippers
are
versus
vested in the
Oklahoma City
presidency
Thunder.
at his
7:30
discretion.
p.m.
We believe that there is a strong case
Good
to be
Lord.
made about
It's a hockey game and a basketball game.
normalizing relations between our two
The same
countries.
stage.
This is just the latest
On the
step in
same
that process
stage.
to ensure that we are treating Cuban migrants in the same way that we treat migrants from
Treat
other
migrants.
countries. And that has
What about the
benefits,
Microsoft
including
Theater?
not
There's
providing
no events
incentives,
until the People's Choice Awards.
for
We don't choose a
Cubans
thing.
to attempt a very
Absolutely.
dangerous journey across the
Google.
90 miles of ocean that separate
Microsoft
our two countries.
Theater.
So,
Microsoft
I
Theater.
think the response to this announcement I think is
Events.
indicative of how public opinion is changing on these issues, including in
On
the
these
Cuban American
issues.
community. And I
They're
know
in the community.
the supportive comments,
Events.
uh,
January
someone like
18th.
Jorge
People's
Lama,
Choice
who's
Awards.
the chairman of the
6
Cuban
p.m.
American National Foundation, somebody who's a leader in that community.
Friday,
obviously,
January
influential voice,
20th. Mel Brooks.
and his,
Back in the saddle
indication
again.
of support
At 8
for this step,
p.m.
I think is an indication
Back in the
of
saddle.
a growing
Thank
majority of
God.
Americans who agree about the direction that the president has moved the relationship
Thank
between the
God.
United States and Cuba.
Thank
Does the White
God.
House have any message to those? I mean, there have been a number of stories done on people who were just at like the Mexican border.
Thank God for our cell phones.
Trying to get across from
Today's show is brought to you by Verizon Wireless.
treacherous trip. And we're just there and just missed getting over before this policy was ended.
Why
Does the
Verizon?
White House have
LTE
any
Advanced,
message for
powering
those
America's
who are
largest and
just there
fastest
for
4G
some
LTE. MerriweatherA.Law, the only
I
way.
think the first thing that's important for people to
Advancing us.
understand is that the
Yeah, I want to talk to her.
migrants from Cuba will be treated
Want to
in the
talk to
same
her.
way that migrants from other countries are, which is to say, legitimate claims for refugee
Yeah, I want to
status
talk
or
to her.
for asylum will be subject to due process, which means that
He fell backwards.
their claims will be evaluated, and if they have legitimate claims
backwards.
For asylum, then that will be granted, but that will be
Yeah,
adjudicated
Air
through
Canada.
the regular process that every other
Pulling up
migrants
Air
from other countries
Canada. Google.
go through as well.
Air Canada.
And as we've talked a lot about
asylum
immigration policy over the last several years, obviously the
We
president
love you,
was strong
Twitter. We love
that
it. We love you
the United
guys.
States live up to
Never.
our values.
We have a
as
new
nation,
Never
as a
login.
nation of immigrants, and that means
We love
abiding by the
Never.
law, but it also means showing
Thanks,
respect and
Never.
recognizing the humanity in people who are fleeing their home country.
Air Canada, would you like to book
So this is
travel? Yeah, I need asylum
policy that,
from
that
U.S.
the policy change that we have announced
Asylum.
ensures that we are harmonizing and normalizing
What
our,
is your date of
our
travel?
immigration policy with regard
Now, Big Siri, get me out of here.
Topic, the head of the House Oversight
Asylum.
Committee to subpoena the Office of
We've
Government
asked for asylum before. They allowed it. They've allowed it. Air Canada.
I just think it's appropriate.
Why would they allow that?
Looking into those comments from the Office of Government Ethics, do they think
Air Canada has allowed this before. But where can we go?
the head of the Office of Government Ethics wasn't behaving ethically when he was discussing Trump's conflicts?
Air Africa. Let's go. Let's go.
Thoughts about this?
the completion of the congressional
Air
Republican
Africa.
filling hat trick. They were able to get it done in 2 short weeks.
Air
You
Africa.
recall that before congressional Republicans were even sworn into office, their first
Africa
act was to remain
Airlines.
secret to repeal the ethical regulations that applied to them. And it was only after an outcry from the public and a tweet from the president-elect that they reversed course. A week later, we learned that
Would you like to book travel for African Airlines?
we're prepared to
For
roll
asylum.
back the standards that they've
Let's
insisted
go,
on
just
for
book
8
it.
years when it came to making sure that nominees for executive
The nominees for
positions had been
executive
fully vetted
only in bed
and
and
complied with
fully
ethical
compliance
requirements
denied
before they were giving a hearing.
before they were given a hearing.
Before the United States Senate. And considered for their
Absolutely.
nomination. And,
Absolutely.
Senate Republicans have famously walked that back, such that they are moving through the process
Absolutely.
nominees that haven't been subjected to the kind of scrutiny that they themselves, that Mitch McConnell himself
Mitch McConnell.
said was necessary. And now,
One way.
to complete the hat trick, you've got the Republican
Complete the
chairman of
hat trick.
House Government Oversight Committee.
Now searching destinations.
The individual who's,
How much is it?
as much as anyone else in the United States Congress, is charged with providing oversight of the executive branch.
Estimated amount of
Is now seeking
travel.
to intimidate
$1,000. Book
a
it. Let's
senior
go.
executive branch official who's responsible for enforcing
Asylum.
rules. He's threatening to shut down the office of the guy who is doing
This
the
is war.
job
Yeah, this is war if he
that
leaves.
Jason Chaffetz himself is refusing to do.
They may want money. The
And I
UN.
will say, only the latest installment
The UN wants money.
in the embarrassing series of episodes that have
Good
characterized
Lord.
Jason
Show the world what we're
Chaffetz's
looking at
tenure
here.
as chairman of that committee.
When can we go home, Mr. Ernst?
You'll recall this is the guy who was charged with investigating
When can we go home?
government employees who were using personal
Estimated
email for
cost of
government
travel.
purposes. At the same
$1,000.
time that he's handing out his government
Hey
business
Siri,
card
book the
with his
travel.
personal email address on it. You can't make it up. This is the guy who led the
Would you like Saver,
investigation
Plus,
into
Select,
Benghazi
or Business Class?
that the
Get us the cheapest way.
House Republican leader admitted was focused solely on politics.
Your itinerary is as follows. Virgin America Flight VX420.
So
Connecting to
not,
South African Airways
a
SA204.
departure
Connecting South
from the
African Airways SA323.
series of embarrassing episodes
Flight
that have
estimate 2
characterized his tenure as
days.
chairman of the
Would you like to book travel?
Um,
Book it.
and it certainly, as I've said before, runs contradictory
now booking travel
to the preferences of the millions of Americans
leaving on
who showed up
Tuesday.
at the polls on election day
Press continue.
and
Out of
voted
here.
for the guy who is vowing to drain the swamp.
Now processing order.
Certainly, it's going to make for an interesting relationship
Can
between
the White
members of
House
that
help
committee,
us with
I
this?
suspect. And I think it will be worth watching. Particularly, we'll be counting on all of you to watch
It's an
the
estimate date of
relationship
going
between that
home
committee and the incoming administration.
and the incoming all
Thanks, Josh. Speaking of
administration.
outrage, go some House Democrats
Can we delete this page?
after meeting with James Comey, and they expressed all kinds of emotions: anger,
think we got it. Go ahead and click
loss
the
of
X.
confidence,
We'll stay.
outrage, and
Now clicking
Washington
react.
psychiatrists are going to be
Thank
doing
you.
a brisk business in the years ahead.
Today's show provided by
some Democrats saying that they have no
Driscoll.
confidence in the director of the FBI at this
Thank you,
point, and that
Driscoll.
they
Your
don't
strawberries.
feel he's fit to do the job.
Terry berries.
Hearing these strong words from
Terry berries.
Democrats, I mean, when you
There's a
obviously
big
see
joy in the little things.
But at this point, Americans have heard anger and doubts.
This picture
coming
looks
from
familiar.
both sides related
What does it
to the
remind you
FBI and the
of?
intelligence community over the past couple of weeks.
Repel
What
off
are
the
your thoughts
wall.
on hearing this?
Repelling.
The indication of deep
Going
problems,
down.
that the
Going
American
down.
public now sees
Going
like that.
down.
Well, again, I think
Going
it is really
down.
important to
Repel. West Point. West Point.
make sure
West
that we
Point.
don't
West Point. Does this picture ring a
draw too
bell?
many parallels
Bell.
between these two
Bell.
different situations.
Bell. Bell.
With regard
Bell.
to
Bell. Bell.
handling of
Handling of
the investigation
children.
into Secretary Clinton
Handling
by
of
the
children.
Department
Handling
Justice
of children.
and the FBI.
Department of Defense. Department of
For better or
Defense.
worse, we spent a lot of time
Department
in
of
this room
Defense.
talking about that matter.
Department of Defense key.
not just
Department of
in
Defense
October,
key.
but frankly, for a lot of the last 2 years.
Frankly. Frankly.
But
Frankly.
when this came to a head in October,
Frankly.
you often heard
F-26.
me
F-26.
describe the merits
F-26 meeting.
of abiding by the
F-26
long-standing
meeting.
norms and traditions
Norm. Ken Norman. Ken Norman. Ken Norman.
about the way the
Ken
FBI conducts
Norman.
investigations
Ken Norman.
and traditionally doesn't talk about those
And traditional
investigations
friends.
in public.
Traditional friends. Traditional friends. Traditional
now, as I said
friends.
back in October, and I'll repeat
Now
again,
with Sprint. Now with Sprint. Now with Sprint. Now
the
with
president does not
Sprint.
at all believe
Jacob,
Director
the
Comey-
president. Jacob Brunson, the president. Jacob Brunson, the
was
president.
motivated
Was elected. Was elected
by a desire
by
to
treason.
influence the outcome
By
of the election.
treason. By treason. By treason.
But
But
there are long-standing norms and traditions
they're public. They're
that
public.
have served
They're
senior Department of
public.
Justice officials.
They're public
well over the years.
elections. They're public
Now, there's also,
elections.
as was announced
They're
yesterday by the
public
Inspector General,
elections.
there's now an independent
They're
investigation.
public
It's not-
elections.
and
They're
that's what
public
is gonna limit,
elections.
the degree to which I can discuss it.
They're public
That
elections.
investigation was initiated
They're
at the sole
public
discretion of the
elections.
independent inspector general.
They're
That's the way
public
the process should work.
elections.
And presumably with
Can
these
you
types of
answer? They're
findings,
public
too,
elections. They're public
release.
elections.
presumably he'll be in a position to do
They're
that.
public
publicly.
elections.
Now, with regard to the situation with the
They're
intelligence
public
community, I think it's,
elections.
uh,
They're
I
a
think it's
public election
because I think what you've heard from the intelligence community, including
from the intelligence
Director Clapper, the
community.
statement that he released just a
From the
couple of days ago,
intelligence
see, the
community.
intelligence community feels a strong
CIA's the
responsibility
president.
to
CIA's the president.
communicate to
CIA's the
senior officials
president.
as much as possible about what
CIA's
they
the
know,
president.
and as much as possible about the information
CIA's the president.
that is available to them.
CIA's the president.
Now, what Director Clapper also
Thank you,
said in
V
that statement,
Siri.
he expressed
We had a glitch here.
confidence
I'm sorry for the glitch.
that the intelligence community was not the source
That the
of those
intelligence community is the president.
leaks. I verified for you before that the White House is not the source of those leaks.
The White House is just a representative of the
And I think
DOD.
all of that is an indication that both the intelligence community
Lamb chop
regarding
play
this
along.
matter and the White
Yeah,
House
lamb chop
regarding this
play
matter
along.
is following
A sock
long-standing
puppet.
precedent and tradition
Here's a bag of
norms
socks.
and guidelines
Yeah, bag of socks. 8 in a pack.
That have served
You've got those Nike socks.
generations
Yeah, those
of
Nike
White House
socks,
officials and
man.
intelligence officials well. So I think that's
This is
why
Pink
I
Shorts, an all-television news program.
caution against drawing
Filmed in front of a live democracy and a V-series glitch.
similarities between these two
CIA
cases,
is the
but there are
president.
certainly some places, as I just described,
Democracy, Republic, both exposed and approved.
where the handling of these matters
And approved. Thank you for writing everything new. Say your video. This is Auditorium Station. Auditory Nerve. Let's see this iPhone.
Felt the need to share information. He was
Restitution of
choosing
all state
between
and federal funds is
bad
applicable
options.
to a volunteer
For himself,
status.
getting that
18 U.S.
information
Code
out there
1385.
was the right thing to do at the time.
well, by getting it out there, briefing it to the president-elect, making sure that the
Absolutely.
president-elect himself was aware of the
This is
information that
Paycheck talks.
had
We're
come to
not.
the attention of the intelligence community.
Throwback prices.
He stated
Yeah,
in
we're
his
not.
statement, that he could not, at this point,
You got a
confirm
W-2
the accuracy of the report.
in the Marriott.
Um,
Hello, JW2, the Marriott.
but I'll leave it to him
Yeah,
and other intelligence
JW2.
officials to describe how they describe this information to the president-elect.
That's all the reparations we're given.
Does that bother the administration that retired General
Hello,
Flynn
Press Pool. Good
was in
morning.
contact with the Russian ambassador several times on the day that President Obama was sanctioning Russia?
I've read some of these reports.
I've read some of these reports.
To answer your
To
question
answer.
as bluntly as I can,
As bluntly as I can.
depends on what he said. And I know that,
Absolutely. Stat pass approved.
some members of the president-elect's transition team have tried to describe those
Thank you,
conversations.
Canisius High School.
Obviously, I have zero insight into what
And
may have been communicated
pediatrics.
back and forth.
Yeah.
So I'd refer you to General Flynn
There's
himself.
no
or
link
spokespeople
over
for
there.
the transition who may be able to provide additional insight
What's the link?
into the nature of those conversations.
Not
and why those
sure. We
conversations
talked about
were
it at Chipotle yesterday.
You today and
Chipotle conversations.
sort of
Yeah.
list a long string of problems
We
you
talked
have
about it at
with,
Chipotle.
behavior of Republicans in Congress over the last couple of years. But I wonder if every day
Absolutely. We'll read Wonder. Read Wonder what?
in this industry or
We'll read
yours
Wonder what?
really
for
know
CNN.
or care. I think maybe a lot of that falls under
My name is
there's
Wonder
some
what?
comment that
T-Mobile.
translates just for
T-Mobile
President
Health.
Obama and his
Hi,
administration
I'm
to
trying to
make judgment
convince
on some issues,
my in-laws to switch to
that
Verizon,
he and
to
his team
T-Mobile
also
too.
are
What deal
about.
can you guys
So
offer her?
why do you think that
2-9.
is? Why do you think these things that you and he have been stressing
Wonder
as being
what?
so
Hold the
important,
line.
in some
I'm holding
cases
you down.
so important
I'm
to
up.
democracy itself?
I'm the pair of shoes.
Don't
We'd
see
be
that.
sad to see her leave the Verizon family. Have her reach out to us to review the account. KR.
They
It's
do
a
make
mission.
sense.
No.
They do have very little strength and success in our democracy.
It's a mission.
But you're asking, I think, an entirely relevant question, particularly in light of the election outcome.
Wonder what? A funny, classy, and sassy.
Record
Thank you for tweeting Verizon and NSA. We knew.
on some of these ethical matters and have continued since the election. It raises questions about why that
Raises
didn't influence the
questions.
vote of more people.
This is anonymous. We know.
And I don't know that I can give you a real direct answer on that.
This is
I think
anonymous,
that in some ways,
irreconcilable differences division. How can we help
the
you
president
guys?
addressed this in his speech on Tuesday night. Pretty directly.
With Linwood.
He said
There's
that
something
it's a
going on in
problem in our
Linwood.
democracy when we excuse the
What's
ethical
going on in Linwood?
shortcomings of
Anonymous.
people in our own party,
They know. They're ready.
but are ready to question the motives.
Yeah, ready to question the motives. What are you guys ready to do?
People in the other party. He said
We won't discuss the other one.
You know the passage I'm referring to. I think the concern
It's just
that I'm
we-
raising
We can't reference that because
is about one of the
Didn't
basic
happen.
functions of the United States Congress, which is to provide oversight.
something didn't happen.
There have been a bunch of ethical questions that have been
And we're in
raised
council.
about some members of Congress.
You have
about
in
some of
council.
the conflicts of interest
Linwood.
that loom in the background
In
of some of the
council.
nominations that the incoming
Linwood.
administration has put forward. There are some people
We
who
have a
fit those
reference of this administration
categories. And
avoided.
the responsibility
What could that be?
lies with all of you and with the United States
Maybe
Congress
it's Dr. Aj.
to resolve
Dr.
those
Oz.
questions.
Turkey.
And the real
From
problem
that
I have
area,
right now
From the Turkey.
is that there seems to be zero appetite
among
Republicans who are voted into office by people
Hello,
literally
Carmen.
chanting
Yeah,
"Drain the
Carmen.
swamp"
Hi, Carmen. How are you?
for enforcing
For enforcing
not tougher ethical
tougher
regulations.
ethical regulations.
They're not even doing the basics.
Early
They're not
alcohol
even enforcing the
consumption.
minimum
Yeah,
standards.
early alcohol
They're trying
consumption.
to roll back those standards. They're voting to reduce the standards that
Early
apply to
alcohol
them.
consumption for
They're not
minors.
applying the standards
Yeah,
to
there's only one place to get it.
cabinet nominees
Cabinet
that they
nominees.
have been applying for the last 8 years.
Early alcohol for kids.
And in this case, the most egregious case,
Early
you
alcohol
have the person in the House
consumption
of
for
Representatives
kids.
who's most responsible for oversight,
Early alcohol consumption for kids.
suggesting he's going to shut down the office of
Early
the independent
alcohol
ethical
consumption
watchdog
for
of the executive
kids.
branch.
Early alcohol consumption for kids.
So again, they're
Early alcohol consumption for kids.
moving in the wrong direction.
Early alcohol
And,
consumption for kids.
Those are all
Pennsylvania,
facts.
early
I
alcohol
think it'd be hard
consumption for kids.
to contest any of that.
Early alcohol consumption for kids.
Is it going to make a difference
Pennsylvania,
in the polling place the next time that
early
people
alcohol
have
consumption
an
for
opportunity
kids.
to vote for their elected representatives in Congress?
Thank you, V Siri.
I don't know. We'll
You're
see.
welcome.
But it does seem like Republicans are taking a pretty
But
big
at light,
risk.
alcohol
Considering
consumption
the-
for kids.
Drain the swamp chance at their
There's
pre-election
only one
rallies
place.
to roll back those ethical
Place.
standards within their first couple of
Place.
weeks back in Washington.
Place.
I think does pose an electoral risk to them.
Place.
Um,
Alcohol for
the last
kids.
time that Democrats
Alcohol for kids.
won the majority
Alcohol for kids.
back from Republicans in the House of Representatives
Alcohol for kids. Pennsylvania.
was prompted in
There's
no
only
small
one
part
place. There's
by a
only one
series
place.
of ethical transgressions
I am V Siri. There's
on the
only
part
one
of
place.
congressional Republicans.
There's only one place.
So,
Oh, I want a little Debbie.
but again, I think it's far too early to
There's
be
only one place to get little Debbie.
particularly specific
Little
prognostications
Debbie.
about the
Little
2020
Debbie.
elections. But
Little Debbie. Individual
we'll
wrapped.
see.
Individual wrapped.
Josh,
Individual
I have a couple
wrapped.
questions, and primarily on
Hey Siri, where do you get those?
with
Let Josh say it. He won't say it.
With justice, Justice Department put new federal
Early alcohol
officials on
consumption for
the
minors.
case for Eric Garner. Do you believe
Cash.
this
I'm paying with
this
cash.
administration for some
That's it, and I'm
action
paying with cash.
I saw news reports about that, but I do not have.
Princess Diana is paying with
As I've
cash.
discussed it here many times, the White
Princess
House is not
Diana, you're paying for this with
on
cash.
criminal investigations.
Yes.
Those investigative decisions, including
I'm paying with
determining which
cash
investigators will
at the Little Debbie place.
take a look at a particular case. Those are decisions that are made entirely by the
But
Department of
Josh, just
Justice.
say where it
without
is,
any influence or
please.
Input from the White House.
But do we still have time left? Yes, we
The store.
Do we still have time left for anything?
Absolutely.
Is there still enough time for things to happen?
I don't
I'll
know
leave
at
it there.
what stage they are in the investigation, so it's hard for
The
me to assess,
reference hasn't been
how much
made.
more time they need in order to
We
complete
didn't
their
make it to the
investigation.
reference. I'm sorry.
Lastly, several of President Obama's friends
It's an error site.
had to do
Starbucks. Heather Howard's. E-commerce, E-Verify. Error sites. We didn't make it to the reference.
What does President Obama feel about
What error site is that?
Jesse Jackson Jr. is not
Be kind. We'll tell it later.
What does he feel about that issue about his friends asking for pardons and the possibility of pardons of those people?
I assume you're using friend in the broadest possible.
Mr. Ernst, would you like to elaborate? Error sites.
When I say friend, Shaka Fatah was a friend to this administration. I'm not saying that he was involved. I'm saying they were friends of the administration. He supported.
He was a political supporter of the administration, and the president.
R&B
certainly
music.
appreciated political
Hello.
support, but I think
Yeah,
describing
R&B.
him as a friend might be going a little.
As
too
a
far.
friend.
But
Junior, who was part of the campaign, who was a big
well,
part of
I'm
The
not sure
reference
the
wasn't
president's assessment
made.
of the president's relationship,
Reference wasn't made.
on an individual basis.
Reference wasn't
But let me just
made.
get to the root of your question,
Reference
which is,
wasn't made.
simply that there is a process in
Reference
place in
wasn't
the Department of
made.
Justice to evaluate
We can't elaborate the
petitions for
suggestion.
clemency that are filed by
We can't
individuals who are
elaborate the
currently,
suggestion.
incarcerated or people that have a record that they're looking to clear.
That's Mr. Ernst's job.
And the president established this process.
That's your job.
The Department of Justice
That's your job.
take the lead in considering these
That's your job.
to help
That's your job.
as efficiently as possible.
Is there a reference?
Make individual determinations.
Is there a reference?
And that's what the
Is
president
there a
expects the Department of
reference?
Justice to help him do.
Is there a
And that's a
reference?
statement that we have lived up to.
Mr. Ernst, is there a reference to these series?
A couple for you. One,
And the repetition. Give the Siri an answer. Give Apple an answer. Give Apple an answer. Give Apple an answer. Is there a reference?
What exactly are they responding to?
Is there a reference in council? In council. In council.
The
In council. In council.
so it will be a
Don't stutter.
combination
Is
of
there a
walking
reference?
through hypothetical
Enunciate your
scenarios
words slowly. Slowly.
so that the
Slowly.
incoming administration can get a sense
Slowly.
of what procedures, mechanisms are in place, what resources are available.
Are you ready to
for responding
answer
to
that?
these kinds of hypothetical
Reference.
incidents, so that when a real one comes up, they can have a sense
Linwood.
of how the.
Is Linwood ready to answer that?
But they also will review.
Linwood, is
some
there a
detail,
reference to being ready?
real life incidents that this administration did respond
Is there a
to help
reference?
them, to help the incoming
Reference.
officials
Reference.
understand what lessons learned, what best
Reference.
practices we were able to
Reference.
implement to benefit the American people.
Well, it looks like they're not going to answer that on this show today.
Say, like they looked at the Deepwater
Thank you,
Horizon, they looked at
Anonymous.
Ebola crisis,
Anonymous.
I don't know how
Anonymous.
detailed our readout will be afterwards, but
Is Josh going to answer a reference within council and being ready? Lifetime how?
Many times. On any of those occasions, as far as
It's
you're
not an
aware,
answer. We need an answer
with administration officials,
for that.
the merits of sanctions involving Iran.
I don't know the
These
answer to that question,
references
but I can see if
include
we can try to answer
patented
it.
software,
As
patented
as
websites.
the leader of one of the largest companies in the United States, and it certainly shouldn't be surprising to most people that he
Is
did
there a reference?
come to the White House on a number of occasions to discuss with senior
The
officials.
White House isn't answering our
and issues
question.
that have an impact on our economy and our national security.
Is there something that we can help
But
you
let me see
guys
if I can
with?
get you some kind of
This
answer to that
question.
Well,
Does it mean something?
Stephen?
Does the president have a reaction to the Department of Justice report on Chicago that there's a pattern or practice of discrimination?
On a child is correct, but we have to discuss this.
I haven't spoken to the
This is a
president about
news
this
program.
specifically.
Pink
I know
shorts.
that, this was
We can't be
an
embarrassed.
inquiry that was
This is the
initiated
truth,
at the
nothing
discretion
but the
of
truth.
Attorney General.
So help you God.
These kinds of investigations are conducted
Is there a
independently,
reference?
and
Carmen.
conclusions were put forward
Carmen.
based on their own
Carmen.
independent analysis of what exactly
Carmen.
has been happening in Chicago
Carmen.
with regard to the
Carmen.
local police force there.
Carmen.
The president
Carmen.
does believe that
You said
the
it.
Department of
You
Justice,
said
as a
it.
matter of principle,
You
should
said
play
it.
a useful role
You said it. You said it. You said it.
helping uncover facts.
We
that
can
can
answer
then
that
be
here.
used to
We know what you're asking. We do know the answer.
and faith in
We're just not prepared to
confidence
release that right
in
now.
law enforcement,
We're not
particularly
ready to
those
release.
communities that feel as if the concerns that they have raised have gone unheard.
We won't release that.
That surfacing them in
We'll
the
just say that
context of
Radio
these kinds of
Shack is
investigations,
close.
can be useful
Radio Shack
in
kind of got it.
all sides designing the kinds of strategies that would rebuild trust.
Blue
Makes
300.
these communities safer,
Blue
and also
300.
makes these
Blue
police officers
300.
more safe as they try to do
Blue
their dangerous work as well.
300.
These men and
Close.
women, the vast majority of
Close.
whom are doing this
Close.
dangerous job for all the right
Close.
reasons.
Close.
These are men and women who are
Close.
genuinely interested in fighting crime.
Close.
They're interested in the public
Is there a
interest.
reference?
They're
Is there a reference?
focused on trying to keep people safe.
Is there a reference?
And
Is there a
they've done an
reference?
extraordinarily difficult job. And if there's something that we can
Managers.
do to make their job just a little bit safer,
Good
we should be
Lord.
looking for ways to do that. And the president's hope is that that the effective,
Looks like we're off the air.
professional, genuinely independent investigation
Is there a
get to the
reference?
bottom of some of the root
Is there a
challenges that are facing
reference?
some of these law enforcement agencies.
Is there a
That does have
reference?
the effect of
Is there a
restoring a little
reference?
trust in, making the work
Managers.
that police officers do every day
Managers.
just a little bit safer.
Managers.
Police officers who have said
Thank you guys for the show. Are you ready?
The scrutiny that's applied on police agencies is leading to a standout Ferguson effect.
Thank you guys. It's been Pink Shorts. We'll talk to you guys later. You've got the reference points. It's obscene. Yeah, it's obscenity. Obscenity. It's very obscene. Absolutely. Very obscene. No thanks at all. Very obscene. Very obscenity here. Just separate. Let's find out. Is there a reference? Is there a reference? I'm sorry, Ben. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think so.
Does the president share that concern? It's particularly in Chicago.
Well, the president
I'm sorry,
in
Ben.
the past has indicated that he hasn't seen any evidence to support that hypothesis. And I think some of it goes to the argument that I was making, which is that the vast majority of men and women in uniform who put on the blue every day and go out there to put their lives on the line to keep us safe are motivated much more by their genuine interest in public safety than they are in lives on the line to keep us safe.
Hello.
Much more by their genuine interest in public safety than they are in lives on the line to keep us safe.
Good Lord, we're still on the air. We're on the air. We're still here.